Hey y'all, it's Ryan. Even when I'm short on time, I love to doodle. So we're going to start doing some monthly themed doodle sessions. So grab your drawing tools and let's get to it. For our February doodles, we are going to embrace the Valentine's Day theme and go with all things love and cute. So I have my 8.5 by 11 canvas set up with my 8 squares for my doodles. I'm going to start on the left-hand side up at the top. So the first doodle that I'm going to do is going to be a cute envelope with the heart for the seal. So I'm going to start by drawing a rounded square. Okay. And then from my corners, I'm going to kind of round it almost down into the middle, but not completely, because I am going to put the heart here in the middle of my envelope. Then from my bottom corners, coming up at an angle and stopping. Now for hearts in Procreate, I like to hold until it snaps for me to create that nice shape of the heart. And then I can connect these two lines down here. And then shade in that heart. So there we have our signed, sealed, and delivered message for a loved one. Next, we're going to do a calendar with a big heart in the middle as well. So again, I'm going to, there we go. I'm going to start by doing a rounded square. Okay. And then do 3 lines going across the top to show kind of that it's, the calendar has multiple pages up here. Those are the rings. Again, I'm going to do the heart where I hold it so that it snaps to for me. Shade it in. And then I'm going to add in more pages on the back. So from this top right corner of this calendar, I'm going to come down and at an angle. And then I'm going to come around. And then from my lower left-hand corner, I'm going to come out at an angle to meet up with that. And then I can add in more lines here to show multiple pages, and then more lines here going down, again, to show those multiple pages of the calendar. And there we have our cute little notepad or calendar, whatever you want this icon to be. Okay, keeping with that heart theme, we're going to do a key, an old looking key that has a heart on the end of it. So I'm going to rotate my canvas just a little bit because I want it angled down. So again, I'm going to start by holding, making the side of the heart and holding it, and then make the other side. Okay, I'm going to do a larger heart around the outside of this one to make that key, but I'm not going to connect them at the bottom because that's where the key piece is going to go. So I'm going to leave it open, draw a straight line down, draw a second straight line down, but make it shorter, and then I'm going to do the grooves for the key and then connect it. Our cute little old school key with the heart on the end. Okay, and then in the last box on the left, we're going to do a heart kind of padlock. So again, I'm going to create my heart first by holding. And just like we did up here with the calendar to make it look 3D, I'm going to come a little ways down on that heart and take it out and down so that it matches up with the shape of my heart here. And then same on the left hand side. Okay, erase that a little bit right here. There we go. And then I'm going to add lines here, just so you know it's 3D. Add some shading. And then from the top, I'm going to make the padlock part of this heart. So about 3/4 of the way up onto the left is where I'm going to start. I'm just going to make a curved line over and around, and then a second one on top of that to form that lock. And then in the middle, I'm going to do another curved line, and then a triangular base at the bottom here, and shade that in so the key goes with the lock. Okay. On the right hand side, we're going to start with a Cupid's arrow, a bow and arrow up here in the upper right corner. So I'm going to start just by doing kind of a curly Q and then doing a straight line down, and then another curly Q to form the string of the bow. And then about right at the very top, I'm going to do a curved line out. Nope. And then back around to meet up at the bottom of that string. And I'm going to do a second one starting basically in the same spot, but then coming closer to that string to form that nice bow look to it. And then lastly, draw a straight line through for the arrow. Little pieces on the end. And then the point. Shade that in. There we go. Next up is going to be a cute teddy bear, because we all love getting cute little teddy bears for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to start at the top just with a little arched line for the top of his head. And then I'm going to do 2 for his ears on either side. So I like to put the ears closer to the, not directly connected to that top arch, just so it gives it a little bit more cute depth to it. Then from his ears, I'm going to do a curved line down on both sides. And then his arms. Down and around. I'm going to do his feet. I'm just going to do 2 big circles with little ones on the inside. And then I need to add a little bit of a connector here, here, and then there's the rest of him. Eyes, cute little triangular nose, a bit of shading on one side, a smile, and lastly, a heart. Curves in his ears up here. There we go. There's our cute little Valentine's Day bear. Next, we're going to do a really simple rose or flower here in the middle of our box. So for roses like this, if you look at a rose from the top, it is very circular as you look at the petals coming out. So that's kind of how I start my roses in the middle. So I'm going to start just with a curly Q out and then connect there. So I went 1, 2, and I connected it. And then from here, I'm going to just build that curly Q out again, starting from about the top, going out and around until it connects again, close to where I did that first line. And then from here, I'm going to do big half circle rose petals just to finish them off. Okay, and then the stem coming down with leaves. Oops. This side as well. And there we have a really simple rose doodle. Okay, for our last one, we're gonna be sticking with the florals, but we're gonna get a little bit more, have a little bit more fun with it. We're going to make a bouquet of flowers. So first I'm gonna start by making the paper or the wrapping that the flowers are in. And I'm just gonna do that by doing a U down and around. And then from here, kind of doing squiggly lines to connect them. And then I'm gonna make this 3D by doing the same thing down here and connecting it down at the bottom. Okay, and then the bottom of the bouquet. So all of that is like the wrapping paper that flowers are wrapped up in. And now we're going to kind of copy that swirl, but smaller in different places here. So I'm gonna start with some leaves out to the side. And then do a small circle like that. I'm gonna do another one right here. Start one here, it'll be hidden. Add some more stems with leaves on them. Okay, add some more spirals. You can make them go either way. Just add some filler in there, it doesn't have to be leaves. And then add one more over here. Okay, and then lastly, we need the stems for our roses coming in. I'm gonna do a bow right here. Just the dot. And ribbon. Okay. Go. There's our beautiful bouquet of flowers. Thank you so much for drawing with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you're notified when new videos are posted. Hope to see you soon!